About the objectively worst version of GTA Vice City.
Thanks for the intro, Ben. So yeah, hello everybody. I am Hamilton Edward, and I'm here today to play the best version of Grand Theft Auto Vice City ever released on the best platform you could possibly do it on, with the best control scheme, being the Nintendo Switch with detached Joy-Cons. Joining me today in my endeavor are Kesbardo. Hello. Without further ado, I suggest we just go. Timing starts as soon as the fade out in this cutscene starts happening, which could be at any second. There we go. Go.
I've never seen GTA really. What the hell is Definitive Edition?
That is an excellent question. Right. So Vice City was a big. What the fuck? Why do I have control in this? Where are you? I am what? It has not. Okay, I guess that's fine. If I can gain control in this cutscene, that'd be sick. What the fuck were we talking about? Definitive Edition, yes. This is a fairly old, originally PlayStation 2 game, which they have released many times for many different platforms. Could you press space on the laptop to your left? Sure. Thank you very much. Am I the space person? No, I'll do the subsequent spaces. As I'm talking, it's anyways, yeah, this game was like re-released many times in many different versions. Most notable, or the ones that come to mind to me, are the 10-year mobile remaster, which was a thing in, would have been like 2011 to 2014-ish, depends on which 10 years you're talking about. As well as the 20-year Definitive Edition, which is what we are playing on right now. It is very notable that the ports build off of each other. So this is a Nintendo Switch version of a game that was previously ported to mobile, which was previously ported to PC, which was previously ported to, or originally released on PSP. I may have missed some steps there, I'm not too familiar with the full history, the full development history of this game, but
the PC port is coming from the Xbox port of the...
Oh, is that so?
The PC, Xbox version.
Right. Anyways, to make a long story short, there have been a lot of versions of this game. I think one review I particularly liked of this was like an industry professional wondering, I wonder what drove them to turn that PS2 Classic into mobile tier shovelware. And it's like, yeah, that's actually a really great description of what this game is. Like, it looks very cheap, it looks like it has microtransactions now, it doesn't, I think. Yeah, so that's what that game is. Do you feel like you know what Definitive is now, even?
Yeah, I'm just wondering how the hell you would play this game on mobile, like...
Oh, I mean, it has like on-screen buttons for those things.
Okay, that's terrible.
In fact,
It's probably better than this, right?
Maybe.
I mean, this is just a standard controller layout.
This is good. You could play this on Ouya. I mean, not this. You could play the 10-year master on Ouya, which I think is a little worse.
I suppose so.
I have no idea what that is.
Wow, even
This is the Ouya model to Eden.
I don't know. It was a very hyped platform that existed many years ago, like a decade or more at this point.
I'm just assuming I see.
Right. Yeah, well, what they were trying with the Ouya was, they were like, what if we just put Android on a game console and then let people develop games for it? Which sounds like a novel idea, but it didn't really. Oh, that's okay. I might be facing the wrong way now. I am, but that's fine. We can just keep it. But yeah, so that is what we're playing. The start of this is very, for lack of better words to describe it, very no major glitchy. If you're familiar with the speedrun of Vice City, the original edition, then you would be expecting me to use replays, combinations with rampages, and close icons, all sorts of other things to set up cool stuff. Since this version doesn't have replays, I don't get to do any of this. We do have, oh my god, we do have RAM. I can't even make the game for that. Scroll into that. What was I saying? We do have some rampage shenanigans coming up in the tail end of this run. But yeah, this run, the start of it is very normal. Then the middle of it is going to be, if you're not familiar with the route, you're going to be wondering what the hell I'm doing. And then we're going to quickly transition into the video.
Is this the game that you pull up the machine and you go through the map or something?
No. That would be San Andreas.
Oh.
Yeah, we should mention Ian's previous experience with these games was she hosted half of the San Andreas run. They hosted half of the San Andreas run at BSG, which was mine, and that's it.
Yeah, literally it.
And yeah, here's a small little strat where you run over this guy that we're supposed to fight. I think in the original the cutscene starts as you kill him, which we don't get for reasons beyond my understanding, but
Before you kill him,
yeah.
maybe you want to kill him in the cutscene.
Yeah. We don't get to do anything.
Yeah, here you absorb the form into your body.
Yes, we do.
To the top.
You've left flat behind.
I have out-sprinted him, which sprinting in this game is a bit strange. First of all, I think that might just apply to every GTA game ever, that everything you do is somehow FPS dependent. I might be a bit overreaching there, but I'm certainly aware of it being a big thing in trilogy rounds as well as HD ones. I could ask to Zero what it's like in GTA 2, but anyways, I can't remember what I was setting up with that. Oh, right, sprinting. In the original game, you had, first of all, look at this armor. This armor is not supposed to be spinning in place. This is supposed to be, they swapped out the armor model on the wall there for an armor pickup. I don't actually know if you can pick it up. I've tried it before and I couldn't manage it. If you can, I think that would be really fun. But yeah, anyways, long story short, we don't have infinite sprint anymore. And the sprint that we do have, I think is also shorter than if you just held down sprint on the original. Because it feels like Tommy goes out of breath so easily. It'll come up later. Now here's a small little trick that the original also has, where since we were fast at the beginning, the cutscene didn't play, that now will overlap with this cutscene and then end, which will give me control. And yes, ideally I get onto a vehicle as that is happening. I just heard that I did. Very nice, very nice. That sets me up pretty well, because what I want to do is, right now comes the first phone call of the game. Phone calls, since you have to listen them, have to be routed in somewhat carefully. Since it's basically,
right now.
yeah, this is the perfect time to take a call. And in fact, I'm even fast enough to
Every headset
call
has
that,
a
so this doesn't lose
No,
anything.
that's right, go on.
Every headset
So,
has a separate
yeah,
mix.
there's that.
Yeah, some mixes. That's why I have that mixer.
Okay, so it's all stereo.
That's the thing I've been, oh god, you should have seen me in the 10
So we
minutes
asked
leading up to this
someone,
one.
hey, is this too
Yeah,
loud?
yeah,
Is this too
yeah,
loud?
yeah. Because we could never do it with the XRD, so
Probably
like,
50%
how-
of attendees
how
are
does
more
some mix
qualified
work?
to speedrun by city than I am. And yet,
How many
Every
and
output
yet
has
there's
its
such a
own
lead.
submix.
Right, so how many outputs?
That's just weird.
There
We are
is,
doing jury
there's
theory. We are specifically doing jury theory 1.
6.3
which
whatever
might be
outputs.
something you haven't been
There's
expecting.
2
Mono or stereo?
monitor.
So the way this mission works is
Probably
the objective
mono.
is to smash up 2
There's
cars.
2
to intimidate
monitor
the jury,
outputs, one left, one right.
that's it, that's mission
Then
one.
there's 2 USB.
If you were to start this mission
Right,
twice,
so
the way
which
it would
one-
work out
which ones are the
is,
headsets?
2
The headsets
sets
with
of
a 6.3 thingy jack.
And
and
there's
then
two.
damage themselves.
They're mono, but no one's complained.
Which
So.
is good enough to.
This is the secret. Okay, so just like mono and wait for people to play.
No one's mentioned anything.
One car falls on top of the other. Oh, is that okay? Oh, right, okay.
We went for the
I
quality.
was unaware of that.
So it's always the same mix for the entire game.
Yeah, no,
I understand.
Do you have camera in the original to see what is happening?
Oh, okay.
Well, that's fine. That's a turnaround. And yeah, what we can do instead is we can just drive the bike to the cars that we need to smash up. A change that they have made is the cars take a lot less hits in order to be sufficiently smashed up. So instead of having to use a shotgun, using 2 or 3 shotgun shots, I can just use the pistol that I already picked up in the previous mission, and that's fine.
There have been many balance turns in this version.
They have. In fact, it is harder to fall off the bike in this version. You can particularly tell in the party when Mercedes falls off the bike if you don't. That's like a telltale sign that you should have flown off the bike, but they edited the stat for you specifically, but not for any passengers. Because I think that's not a thing that can happen in the original. I thought both of you fall off, one of you. Gyrating is a thing that is happening. I don't know how well that's shown on camera.
You see that click? You see that click?
Did you see this? Oh, fuck you. His car is not sufficiently smashed. Oh, yeah, okay. There's
Just on that first video.
right.
Show up, quick clicks for that.
Yeah. So what I was meant to do there is smash the car up sufficiently so that this cutscene wouldn't happen. And then get on my bike, which would then, after the mission passed, then it was more like, I messed up. It's fine. It's not too bad. It annoys me, but it doesn't lose too much time. The run is not over.
I was just about to say, oh, time, I might as well leave right now.
We might as well, yeah. How many resets can I do? We've lost time to fire around today. But we should be more than okay to finish the run before anything atrocious happens. Like we're us getting kicked out of the venue. This is Riot. This is the mission that during my BST run I drove to 3 missions early.
Oh, and no one said anything.
No one said anything, I just sort of did it. Another change to this one is you need to smash up some vans in this mission, and there's like a billion ways you can do it. However, there's a definitive exclusive way where these barrels have been moved and are now placed conveniently enough that you can just shoot them, and that's fine. And that does enough damage so that all the vans that you need to blow up. And that's it.
Larger donations.
Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Alright, we have £10 from Clem Sullivan saying, finally I get to see my favourite Vice City Definitive Edition and Nintendo Switch in a marathon again. I think they have you confused with me. We also have £14 from Fresh saying, it's great to see definitively the best version of Vice City being run in GTAM. It's great that we no longer have the option to play the previous versions as they were not definitive and thus worse in every way. True. We also have £10 from Joshua's saying, this is a PSA for the safety and security team at GTA Marathon from the MagicCon Amsterdam organisers. Halogen, as a notorious event signage thief and is likely organising a heist of your posters. Please keep an eye on him.
It was just
Being framed.
Well, security team, welcome boys.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Was that it for those?
Yeah, all good, keep going. We're going to go and call security. You've got about 5 minutes.
I mean, you can handcuff this man and he can still be quiet.
Yeah, yeah, coffee, please.
Gonna sit in front of
That might be a little
camera.
funny, but
So yeah, if you're an employee of MagicCon Amsterdam and you are missing a weapon check security sign, there
I
is
mean, it's secondary page.
Josh at joshua.com. He might have some answers for your questions.
It's okay, I'm sure you can pay 23 euros.
Pounds actually.
Pounds.
what was the next for that?
Right, that's also
It's the wrong game.
I know it's the wrong game, it's what it's saying.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's the only thing I know about GTA is the meme 23.
Oh god, it's so weird to see what an entrance into the series can be.
It's great. I'm learning so much already.
Yes, you are. Anyways, we are doing Treacherous Line. This is a mission where you need to chainsaw down a guy with a, chainsaw. And I should have skipped this cutscene earlier. It's on me.
Mr. Big Man,
to drive to a paint spray. What we can do instead is
what's up, bud?
right here, and then the second water tower should typically naturally as I drive. An interesting thing that happens here that I've noticed in testing is the second this drive start depletes, the game will make an autosave, which is a feature that this game has.
And I was climbing that, and then
And I always wondered how badly you can mess around with this. That basically allows you to record.
Just nailed the last one.
Okay. Record the position in an arbitrary location. I hope I actually end up having to know this and the autosave spawns me in spinning.
I've never played.
But yeah, anyways,
my dad told me.
I was just saying, yes, autosaves. Those are the things that exist in this game. Probably one of the only good features that the definitive edition has. I still have the card from the what's the best feature in definitive edition. Top answer was nothing.
It was very funny.
Which, I mean, fair. I should have gotten that, honestly.
Yeah,
You should
it was
have
12
also gotten most
But yeah, there was so many
well-known
crashes and
Rockstar
stuff.
game that
It was very
isn't
funny.
GTA.
My quality.
I would have said
Fully.
I would have said Red Dead easily,
Constant
but
yellow flag. Wasn't crashing. It was funny though.
was table tennis on the board for that one?
No.
Oh, it was 7.
It wasn't the longest race ever. It was
How
like,
long is
Okay. So, one thing, I guess notable about the definitive edition that
but we had a good time.
should make you angry
Raced it
because
down over.
it makes me angry, was in the lead up to these games releasing, there was a big lawsuit campaign of Rockstar sending cease and desist to modders. Specifically, I think most notoriously for modders who did like graphical updates of the original games.
The next break is when they kill each
And well,
yeah, I was
unfortunately,
by myself though.
if these were allowed
Really
to
was
exist,
behind
they
me,
were
so I
to
had
compete
to
with the
switch
definitive
to them.
edition.
Yeah.
So they're just not allowed to exist.
For me,
It's,
other people have much more
infuriating.
fun than I do.
But I guess that is just the way of the world. So that's one of the
Yeah,
reasons.
for
I
sure.
mean,
I
other
laugh
than
quite
these games being just shit, there's another reason to hate them. There's
it was a good time.
sometimes I
Everyone
wonder
wants to do
myself
it.
why I bought the
Everyone
run
wants
release.
to do it. The bus ride through there, I forgot what it was like.
They
It was like
really
through
have.
the rural villages on like a double-decker bus.
But yeah, this concludes
and then all the
test
whole
on plus one shooter.
Yeah, for all the rural, hilly
And
islands.
now I have to remember to actually start this because that is a mistake I've made before where I just left from
That's
here.
funny.
Because it can fit two buses.
And
Yeah,
now we get to Guardian Angels, the
Yeah, it was
first
great. I had a good time.
shooty section of the game where I think you won't get away with not being able to shoot a gun well. I remember as a totally 18-year-old kid that I was playing Vice City on my brother's PS2, struggling with this mission in particular.
No,
3 hours.
Because
Obviously,
this is the
the
first
time
one
they put the
where
boxes,
you
if everyone's
actually
played
have
the
to
game
be able
before,
to shoot.
they know the rules, the game's already reset up.
Literally times that number by 3.
Yeah, it was 25 minutes per person for the rules explanation.
Right.
What if you kick Lance in the face here? There's another funny thing we need to talk
With
about.
the alarm
Wait for
going
it,
off.
wait for it, wait
So that's
for
about
it.
triple as well, right?
But like once we got the hang of it, a round was going through like every
Ah,
minute
shit.
straight.
Here we go again.
And in general, the game
Yeah,
is very
right.
quick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is. I hate this. I hate this. This exit saves time, but only if I do it correctly first try, because the path that I save, that I skip by doing this isn't that long. Anyways, right. Cutscene
Yeah, you
skipping.
missed the fire alarm.
I want the audience
wasn't
to
here.
conjure the image
So
of a
I'm
Nintendo
probably
Switch
the two of
controller in their mind.
Classic.
You will notice that the rightmost button is the A button, which is where
Yeah, it went on for
for
a fairly long time.
GTA games, trilogy GTA games on the classic layout, attack is down to.
Yeah.
That is where the circle was supposed to be. Given that this is the A button and not say the B button for the Xbox, that means that skip cutscene is not the same button as sprint. Instead, it's the same button as attack. So there was actually no way to avoid kicking Lance in the face here. There are several other hilarious situations that can come up where I run into a cutscene with grenades equipped, and I skip the cutscene and suddenly there's a grenade in front of me that I need to get out of the way
Oh,
of.
sure.
Over there in the corner.
So those are all things that can happen, which is
White cardigan.
It would be funny in this
Next
video.
to time.
That's definitely going to lose fail a mission because it's like that.
Right.
Yes.
So then you will be forced to watch the
Go. Oh, okay.
That's something I haven't thought about.
Oh,
Maybe there's a way to skip kicking Lance there if I switch weapons or something. But yeah, this is a terrible lineup, but this is okay. These guys are more or less on an auto-scroller, as in the second group, or the next group of dudes will be queued to spawn after the previous dude has been killed. I think that's how it works.
I like how they just drop into the world.
Oh yeah. That's
You're not meant to see that. You're meant to stay on that staircase up there.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. If you were watching what record runs of this game, you would see me go to the police station that is around the corner and pick up grenades for some faster kill lineups later. However, that is really, really hard, especially without a mouse, because I need to have precise camera control in order to make that strat happen and not damage.
But Alvin,
yeah.
there is a mouse on the Nintendo Switch too.
Oh my goodness, the Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe there these games won't run like dogs.
Maybe you'll get to use this fancy GTA Marathon mouse pad.
Anyways, here's an aim check. Do I pass the aim check? Oh my god, I do not pass the aim check. Oh, fuck. I hate myself.
At least 5 bullets should
I don't actually know how many shots you need to kill this guy. I'm just holding on with it. Oh, fuck's sake. No. Alright, well, this is slightly embarrassing, but I suppose I will have to live with it. I promise I can do this shot quite consistently. I promise I'm better at this way than things. This unlocks the DS missions that the game has. We're going to do a couple of those, 2 to be precise, and then the route is going to start becoming different.
Arjun,
Yeah, what's up?
speaking of making a horrendous mistake,
Yeah,
we have 23 Great British
Yeah,
pounds.
23!
Do not dare interrupt me while I'm donation reading. 23 pounds from 2D_SVD saying, wait, wrong game. That's what happens to the best of us now. We also have 20 pounds from Dezuro saying, here's the money for my poor performance. So that can't be said about objectively the best port or objectively the best GTA to an objectively best console. Good luck on the way, Margin. Dezuro, I'm so proud of you. You are awesome. And one final one for now, we have 50 big smackaroos from Matthew saying, hello, it is me, LED Rampant. I am more energy efficient. That's a good Android. I'll let you off.
Thank you very much for the donations, everybody. Yeah, do keep them coming. There was a small trick that you will have seen me doing there, or technically 2. The first one was a clip through the gate there. That's just a thing to get to the suspension faster. And there should be a car here. There is. Okay, tell you what. There's an easy way to solve our problem. Surely this time the car will leave it.
I do like Tammy's blurb like automatically there, the start.
Yeah,
You don't get to hear those.
Oh. Do you have to watch the cutscene in order to?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. So yeah, there's a difference in this, which is I have to watch the first second of every cutscene in this game, or I don't become stupid at least for like vision starting ones.
Cool doors, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Scrape on the right
The
side.
doors.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, I never knew you could just get a chainsaw and just like, tag off. I've seen it all.
It's a strat actually. It's not just for shits and giggles. There's an animation to opening and closing doors. It's skip it and shut it off. And ideally, I keep this in furnace for quite a while. Actually, that's not true. The next furnace I keep for a while, I think. And yeah, it makes getting into cars much faster. It also makes getting busted much easier, which makes me keenly aware of the wanted star I've just acquired, and surely will be fun. And yeah, here's a consequence of not having infinite sprint. In the original game, we would just run after this guy. I don't get to do that. Tommy is already out of strength. So what I do instead is...
Oh,
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, just kidding.
We are not doing that, officer. Because now I have 2 wanted stars and I'm about to enter a vehicle that doesn't even have doors. So maybe I made it worse in the later. We'll see. It's gonna be fine. I'm noticing the cop car behind me. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Jam
God.
off. Okay, please tell me this guy is wrong.
Who started by the way? that was it, right?
Yeah, there's the checkpoint feature. Oh,
But there's sporadic replace.
so no, this doesn't do initial checkpoints. That's a luxury that is only granted to San Andreas.
Oh,
Yeah, this only has checkpoints at the start of missions. But yeah, there's nothing I can say about that other than I suck at this game. There's not much more to it. There's a million different chase setups that you can do, which is just a trick at the midway point of that mission there, where I'm supposed to chase the BF injection that contains a guy that I need to follow. However, if I do a trick where I steal the car and have the guy get back in, I can just drive it myself. There's a million different setups on how to do it, with a million different levels of goodness. I think I do one of the worst ones.
I think we call that the 2.0 version.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, and 3.0 is where you use the replay.
What's a replay?
To, oh yeah, I've got it. In order to make sure that you sort of merge like into the guys who you're trying to.
I think I've seen that before, yeah. I did check what World Record does. World Record reverses and uses the wall behind the car.
Oh, yeah, that's another. That's like 2.1.
I did try that today, but didn't get there immediately. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna practice as we chase that. We are not. What we are gonna do is we're gonna blow up this barrel. Oh yeah, that's the thing I've talked about. Yeah, I can't sprint after this guy. I do have to blow up this barrel to make sure that he actually keeps on running. And yeah, here we are once again, this time with no one to fuss, so surely this is gonna go great. Another thing that can happen, which would be very annoying, is the guy with the gun just shoots his buddy. That's the thing. Hey, get there. I don't know if that clap is sarcastic, but I am proud of it, so I'm gonna take it.
I have no idea when to not run. I just follow it.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, as you can see, we're not meant to be in this car. Usually if the car you're driving in has a marker on top of it, that means something funky is going on. And yeah, we just skipped a huge autoscroll where we would have normally had to follow an AI car that takes a huge detour where we just get to pick the
We have AI.
AIs and LLMs are different things even.
AI or
But yeah, you might be wondering why I'm taking the wrong route here if you're familiar with the original game. Unfortunately, there is a cool strat the OG runners get to do that I don't, which is they get to drive this car, which is a bit buggy because they're not intended to be able to drive it, through water. Tommy can't swim in this game, so normally if you jump into water or you drive into it, you die. However, this car is too heavy, it can fall through water. It's very interesting to look at, and I don't do it. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I told you this.
You drive into a car and see it fly away. They have already a helicopter.
Yes. Yeah, that's the helicopter.
Is it because the helicopter is slow?
Yeah. We don't use the helicopter for that long, because this is the last main storyline mission.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we only do Phnom Penh and then we're done with DS. However, another small detour that we take is we are going to pick up a sniper rifle for an upcoming mission.
So the maze can be visible on the minimap?
Yeah. There's a little maze here, there's a sniper rifle hidden in the maze, which is going to be useful for a sniper going to do in, well, not the next mission, but the one afterwards. And yeah, solving the maze is not as hard as the maze on the minimap.
It's still a maze.
This is what I had through call that I'm lining up to end exactly when I hit this marker. It worked out pretty well. And yeah, this is Phnom Penh. This is the first section that has a big section of nothing in the start of it. So yeah, with that said, do we have anything to read, Mr. Englishman?
Yes, perfect timing. So we have £10 from Wojtas, who did Mafia 2 just now. Just saying hi from the last room one more time. Hope Eben isn't too angry for being turned into a hot model. # Playboy.
I don't know.
I wasn't here, so Wojtas pitch it to me later. Because I want to DM me on Discord. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Sorry, there's a clip of it.
You missed it by like a minute.
I think I was legit like mid-bathroom break, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, English bet on the stream." That takes us to £1,460 for War Child, which is awesome. Almost at the big 1,500. Let's try and get there by the end of today before we start moving online. Let's do it.
Thank you very much. Here's another example of no fun things allowed in the Definitive Edition. Once again, because we don't have replays, we don't get to do the cool close replay glitch where we break out of turret mode. So instead, we have to just do this mission more or less intended. The way I set up my personal aiming is I use the stick for huge motion, so I'm using the left analog stick for that. And then when I press down the R1 button on the right joypad, I get the gyro in. So I use that for like fine adjustments. It looks pretty funky if you've never seen it before. Like if you just start seeing me gesturing my hand around and things. But I think it's fine. It's not as good as a mouse, but it's the next. Is it the next best thing? It's better than just having a stick. Look at that.
Yeah, I like how they solve Vice TV Edition, like, you know how we can make this better? Motion controls.
Yeah, maybe. Most notably, the other definitive editions don't have those. This is a Switch exclusive feature. Although I guess if you're playing on Steam, you just have the built-in gyros like for everything, right? Because it's Steam.
Yeah, play it, I want to chocolate.
I want to kill. Yes, they did. I want to kill the dude in the middle there because otherwise he has a voice line that was like.
Yeah, no, I don't want it to quiet.
Desi will go talk.
Oh,
yeah, this is not in the original.
That wasn't just you.
And yeah, I have to be careful with my limited amount of sprint here. I need to quickly go up here before I get gunned down by those people. And yeah. And yeah, let me choice here. And that concludes for now. At the end of this cutscene, I'm going to load the autosave. This is just to make the Inferno spawn. It seems like the Inferno usually isn't there. And then we're going to get started on Avery missions.
Yeah.
It means we're doing optional missions that are technically not required for the main story.
If I get shelf there, maybe.
However, for the speedrun in this game, it is fast.
They're very notable missions as well.
Yeah.
You don't miss too much.
And then missions that don't really
I
come
did a
up
very
in
funny
another
donation.
100%. You'd have to, I think, at least watch all the
Yeah,
missions to
I
see.
donated them.
And yeah, once again, shaved off the rather cycle chainsaw.
Safety and security
to
GTAM
war.
Magic Bond Amsterdam.
And we're heading for the big A on the Amsterdam.
Signage
This
for
is
this
like a mission where
realizing the hosting is closed. Please keep an eye on it. It was very funny how it was dying.
And then the driver's side is actually on the left.
Well,
Magic Bond Amsterdam.
I'm due in luck that the host of this event has actually played GTA London, which is the game that exists. I don't actually know if the driver is
I don't know what
I have to ask them myself.
they're doing
very
good
busy.
golfing.
Right. Hilarious.
Alright.
She's having a good time.
Yeah,
Not funny.
GTA 1 and 2.
I think it's funny.
We're driving all over the place anyway, so.
Yeah.
Dub Games.
Everyone.
Supposed to do it.
Oh yeah, I just saw Blondie outside.
Yeah, Dub Games was sat next to Mashup. I just went up to the Xbox Road.
Hey, guess what?
Is X coming?
Yeah.
This cutscene was good, but I chose not to. Yeah, sure. Why not?
So invested in the story.
Oh shit, yes, this game has a story.
Oh.
Would you like to know a bit of it?
No.
Right.
Well, you don't get a choice, you get to see a second of every cutscene.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the story. Can you piece it together? I mean, the TLDR version of the story is there was a drug deal at the start of the game that went wrong. My boss was not very happy about it. We're supposed to find the people who took our drugs and our money and kill them. And then we actually do this time first. I'm not looking at the right thing.
Oh, yeah, well,
There you go. This is hard without a mouse because I have to actually hold my hand steady. And yeah, of course in the original run I would have to actually line up that shot because they're not able to just see the dude standing over there. That's a definitive change. And yeah, story-wise, a drug deal at the start of the game went wrong. We're supposed to recover the drugs and the money, but halfway along the way we decided to just take over instead. And at the end of the game, we do see our former boss very unhappy with that. So that's your TLDR of that song. And currently we're helping Avery, who's a real estate developer, and we're helping him make a nearby construction site disappear, because this mission is demolition.
Favorite recurring characters.
Everyone's favorite mission.
Yeah, it seems like so far every morning there's a
Sorry?
disaster that I
I'm talking about Avery, like one of my favorite
can
recurring
do
characters in
Saturday.
the series.
There's some people.
Where does he recur?
Everyone goes Saturday. though, 'cause
Is he-
it's like the
is
busiest
he-
day.
Elsie is
It's
Elsie.
more
Right,
expensive,
right.
And hardly anyone will be, I don't know.
No, that is a good point.
And yeah, so we're doing Demolition Man. This is a mission that everyone claims to have struggled with as a kid, but it's kind of fine. I guess it's kind of hard these days to put oneself into the shoes of someone who's never flown a heli in this game before. What I should have done is pass the Joy-Cons to Ian and see how they do.
I think that's cheating. It's not a co-op run, right?
Well, Josh has cheated marathon runs like that before.
Oh, getting called out.
Yeah.
But this is hard until you find out that you can just not get a
No,
ball
he means
and
like letting
kill
someone else
everyone
do
with the
missions.
broken blades.
I suppose so. I mean, you can also do that while you're at home.
EFO killed.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not much going on here. You will see me fly like I'm right out of my mind with the left and right scrolling. That is just because it's actually faster. I think they have it up it tilts like further.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that said,
Really,
Mr. Englishman, do we have things to read?
Do it tomorrow.
I always have things to read there. I can talk for my entire country.
Go for it.
Right, so we're pushing towards £1,500 for War Child. Let me tell you a bit about them. So War Child provides aids to numerous countries, including but not limited to, let me try that again. Including but not limited to, native speaker by the way, Afghanistan, Colombia, Palestine, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Uganda, and Ukraine. 100% of your donations will be directly benefiting children and families affected by conflict, helping War Child bring education and aid to those who need it the most. So we don't see a penny of your donations. They go straight to Be It Till Fly, all the way to the charity. We don't, want any of the legal complications with handling donations. We've done every single penny that you donate. Incredible that we've raised well over £1,000 so far. So thank you to everyone who has got involved. I think that deserves a round of applause, don't you? Come together and not only do this in person, but do it for a great cause as well. So thank you so much.
And chat, if you've ever wanted to have your donation read live on stream, you can donate right now. Leave a
They're on
message.
the weekend, so.
Isn't that great?
That is so great.
Yeah.
What is also very great is the polygons. Like, there's
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
some of the things that don't line up.
I mean, it's a story thing. This building is literally unfinished. Think about it.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to you.
Well, let it look, let it look.
I got it. I need to escape these guys, and I don't have great control over my camera. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Cool. And yeah, you can see some parts of the map not line up with other parts of the map right there, like behind me. I don't know. Can I look behind? Yeah, I can.
Did that shirt say still investor group on the back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're PIGs, pigs. Yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, other than that, not that much going on in this mission. There is a route that I take in terms of which drop, or not which drop, but at which target to hit at which time. The way you want to do it is you want to have the location with the longest return trip. You want to hit that last, since you don't actually have to do that return trip since the cutscene place in
Oh,
the
just,
mission.
I knew he was coming.
So that's the one thing that this mission has going on. Yeah. Normally I'd be listening to radio, however, recently I have first-hand learned how much of a nightmare it is to deal with. Wait, where am I going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How does there's a diagonal flying work in it?
Well, that's what he's doing with the bomb.
Yeah, that is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Also, check out Cat
Oh.
So let's talk about
How do you use frames to be saved?
vote now. There's like 4 options.
This is where it was like watching the Switch 2 Direct and they had the cameras over the gameplay and it was like, oh, this looks terrible.
Oh yeah, the screen.
Yeah,
What they should have done a screenshot this big because you get all of the frames in.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I do look forward to the Switch 2, and I'm interested to see what these games will be like. I should come around here. Which might make me the only one in the world who has that. But yeah, this is 2-bit hit. There is a reason we did VS missions until Phenom 10. And this mission is that reason. This mission requires you to go to the second island, and Phenom 10 is the mission that unlocks the second island. So I can't do this mission because I don't for the other one first. And we're doing every missions to unlock our relay missions later, and we're doing those for, it's gonna go.
Everyone's gonna judge you, even less than like ESA and stuff. Bizarre.
Well, you are very well.
Yeah.
That's
I,
a decent crash recovery.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah,
Or 360.
I can
Eden, what do you think of this
pretend
last
to
guy?
eat the bucket with you.
See him?
So I just like put my hand and not take anything.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to have the chicken and then be
Like
like,
a nice guy.
Yeah, right, no, I mean we can pretend to share it.
I have no real opinions on Switch.
It would work.
That's
That's
good.
what boyfriends are.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
The reason goes
Just steal my chips.
I have to get a check of clothes, I have to shoot a
that's
guy.
the opposite this event.
Because I'm wearing
Oh,
this
yeah.
No, it's fine. I don't mind it.
It's happening in the story.
I might have a look at the
Some
menu.
gang members did it.
Because when I was getting it, I was always like,
That's
oh,
pretty much all there is to it. I do want to preserve this vehicle that I did.
yeah, but at least I'll have time to then decide everything.
I think this is the last draft I'm doing of this. We'll see. Yeah, because coming up next is Sample Challenge. So that's all. If I'm driving particularly atrociously, I can sometimes set this Infernus on fire before I actually make it to the end of the mission, which would be sad. Just changing vehicles and improvising the routes.
I think they might do it.
But yeah, today this thing. Ah,
Oh,
that's Infernus is on fire.
That's what the fire alarm should have gone off.
Well, funnily enough, it turned and burst into flames at the exact right time. Because this is another phone call lineup where I need to take this call early. I just took a small detour into an armor that spawns there consistently that might come in handy
Yeah,
later.
they do a vegan version.
And yeah, the call I'm currently listening to is.
I'll also get
unlock
actual
the
chicken,
marker.
but I'll be interested to see what their vegan burger
I
is.
don't know the
So
difference between that
that's
and
pretty easy.
just a
He's
close
setting
up.
that
That's
car.
vegan burger with a drink.
It's so not going to be KFC.
And yeah, we're about to do Stumble
It
Challenge.
might be the outside of the chicken and stuff. I'll get that and KFC.
How much are you going to spend?
oh, change shirt with green. Interesting.
Is it not in the original?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Of course, this hasn't got prices on it.
Oh yeah. This is where the run calms down for a bit. Unless you're sat there wondering why the hell I'm doing this. I don't actually know what the distribution in the audience is like between people who've seen Vice City Definitive 50% before and those people who have. There was a very famous round by Casey Frew at ESA Weekend 22. But yeah, other than that, this category has been, well, I wouldn't say underrepresented. There's loads of rounds on the leaderboard.
I'm surprised you
But
don't.
yeah,
People forget these.
it hasn't been
Bonus banquet,
as
yeah, that's what I meant. So I mean bonus banquet, yeah.
Menno, is it also a thing in the OG that the guy you're on the boat with seems to be acting like a compass, as in facing the same direction all the time?
Oh,
That is certainly something I'm noticing as I do my turns.
no, that is not a thing in original.
Is that not a thing?
No.
That's interesting.
Just now noticed that, or?
I have noticed this before. And now is a good time to talk about it.
Now I can't stop staring at the little man.
Well, it gives you guys something to look at.
Yeah. Looking towards the south.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So the guy actually is a comic.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Going into the magnetic north instead of the ground.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That is a
That's some magnetic knowledge right there.
magnets. Oh.
Maybe this guy knows how magnets work.
Maybe this guy is the magnet.
He's
Did you know pigeons have an organ that acts like a magnet? Like pigeons intrinsically know where north is. And I think some other birds too. I think it's like useful for migration.
I think some animals have this as well.
I don't really want the...
Birds
They
are
have
animals.
sense of magnetics.
I don't really want the drone and
They,
stuff.
they though,
They are.
Whatever you want.
They move.
If you feel like it's too much, then I
Then
recommend it's
so do wheels.
Ah.
You see animals have wheels.
I mean, yeah, sure. I guess, yeah. If you're going from the linguistics thing, then animal means a thing that
hell.
anyways, birds are animals.
Is that a boneless thing?
Yes.
Mighty.
It's got some bonus stuff in it.
2 pieces of normal chicken, 2 mini fillets, 2 hot wings.
Ooh,
That doesn't even
excellent
sound like that
question.
way, but it's meant to be.
Consider the fact that
That's
most
even
cars
less.
cancel themselves out.
Yeah, $5 cars.
Ooh, is a trunk a door?
Well, that's kind of the question.
Yeah, $5
What's the
is-
door? What's the wheel?
There's a small thing at the very end of this mission that I have to. Sorry, I will get back to those and we.
It's fine.
Oh yes, questions to Twitch chat. Please do engage. At the end of that cutscene, if I hold forwards, Tommy walks into the water. If I hold backwards, Tommy also walks into the water. So what I have to do is be very careful, hold like left, make sure that my camera is lined up correctly, and not fall into the
Yeah, I
water.
think maybe I do just want to use
And
this.
yeah, belaborations.
Just a bucket of some chips.
Once again, we're lining up this phone call to end when we're about to enter this comment. There is a faster strat you can do where you can take a boat across and then just yeet it into the pier and hope you don't die. Actions don't have consequences.
One.
Reflected in it.
I'll just have one.
Actions are like, I just talked about the fact that I have to be careful here and I do this shit. Right. What was I just saying? Yes, anti-collectibles. I guess we get to this again.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure. We can do that.
It's embarrassing.
Or they've got an arrow.
I'll be bothered if you
I've had enough of this going on.
Yeah.
You can have it. You've been saving yourself for
It was just before I was about to show off something cool as well.
That look in the water was cool enough for me.
I mean, I guess it was cool to watch. It wasn't cool to be the guy doing it. But Eden, watch me shave off the driver's side car, the driver's side door of this car. I don't know if you've seen that before. Give me a second. Let me line it up. Here's the driver's side door, and it's gone.
Yeah, I did kind of notice that earlier.
Oh yeah. This is a thing for this car specifically. If you start dragging the passenger side door, then the driver's side door will fall off. That's, I think, only a thing for the car. I think
But the furnace does the right side door as well.
if it was a thing for the Infernus, I wouldn't need to gentle saw the door off. Yeah. So surely past allergen is testing it.
Trust that guy now?
I trust that guy.
I'd rather trust helium than the...
Helium lamp.
Yeah.
A helium
Oh
lamp's
my
a
god,
thing.
stop it.
I don't know, like, it's just an element that's immediately after hydrogen.
Like, and I know I'm bad.
It is.
My favorite guy had
Because I'm normally the one planning the thing.
Do you know what a
But
halogen
like,
is?
I hate it. Because it's like, oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
Leave it.
No further questions. Great.
Don't trust each other.
Yes, we trust each other. We're not setting each other up. But yeah, this is Studio Scrabble. This is a somewhat annoying machine because it's notorious for popping the tire of my car. Yeah, like that. Great demonstration again. And this is a tire. Let me get out. Let me leave. And let me find any other vehicle. I don't care which it is.
Yeah, if your car is going at that speed, you can get out.
I don't know why the chainsaw thing is so
I just checked out the guy at the door. What I really want to do is the guy specifically. I guess the door is nice to have for fastness. It does make getting busted more of a concern, but let me just be good at this game and then we'll find it.
I feel like these cops are very bad at their jobs, they just kind of let you swerve around.
I'm just way too fast, dude.
Yeah.
Fast as frick.
Okay. Now you know how frustrating that
Or
is.
thumbs up, I
Right?
hope in this game.
Imagine
Does this game
you're
also have the
looking for a thing, and I tell you not to worry about it right now, and your brain won't let you.
Do you mean wanting to get rid of cars? Because that's fine. I don't want to remote. Oh, the police
Yeah, I know,
siren
but it's
as well.
all similar.
No, okay, right. So there's like, First of all, I'm actually not playing on the current patch of this game. This is 1.0. Yeah, purple articulate. This is not the most recent patch of the Definitive Edition. For a trick we're about to do later, I need a very specific version. So this is actually like an old patch, a Grove Street Games Edition patch. This is a thing that Eden also hasn't heard of yet, but between patches of this game, because the Definitive Edition was later on also ported to mobile, they changed the development studio and then ported those mobile changes back to the original games. So if you go to your Nintendo eShop right now and download the Definitive Edition, it will be like it will have different developer credits than this game. Anyways, let me focus right now. This is actually difficult. I try to help this playing if I can help it. Okay, so I have it. 2 votes are down, which is what I was aiming for. And this vote and this car ideally on the second vote. Oh, losing the comment.
Let me go last spin.
Yeah, Bombs Away is a notorious mission because if it goes poorly, you lose a lot of time. Because what you're meant to do is you're meant to chase those boats as they drive out to sea. And if you do that, that takes a long time because the plane you're flying isn't particularly fast. So I have a lineup there to get like 2 boats on the first fly around, and the dudes who work to get in the third boat. And basically, it's a lineup to make the boats run right away. It worked well today. So I'm very happy for that. There's also an Instapass for Bombs Away that you could do with functionality. I've seen other BCD runners post about this, but I haven't found a setup for it yet that is fast.
Yeah, just like
basically,
it's completely wrong.
For Bombs Zero in this game is either you need a police vehicle and a rampage, which will give you a rampage on
Then looks at me confused. What? No, they're wrong.
Or you can do a police vehicle and a save marker for vigilante, which would be fast, but I don't have a save marker nearby here. So it turns out that just doing Bombs Away, which is where you already are, and doing that quickly is just faster.
Classic Soviet.
Which is sad, because I would love to skip that action. I would love to give some more any percentiness to this round, because there's only one really big thing that we do at the end of it. Yeah, we'll go back to Umberto. I am specifically taking this reward because I want any 4-dot vehicle that is reasonably fast for the next mission coming up. Ideally, I would have set it up so I carried a police vehicle from Bugis Transport over, but that, I feel like I can rarely ever pull it off. This bucket ass car will do. This bucket ass car will do.
There was no Mafia 3 month.
Yeah.
There was Mafia 1.
Right. The reason we need a 4-dot car is because at the start of this mission, we need to pick up some dudes from the campaign. That is a different car. Not enough room, I need a bigger car. I really wanted to showcase the optional voicing. This game is full of optional voicing, too. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I gotta get a demonstration of how bad my car identification skills are. It wasn't even the right color of the car that I drove here. It's like, I suck at this. It was right there. Had it been a 4-dot car, it would have been really fast. Think about it. But yeah, here's another instance of me shooting a man, because otherwise the man were to talk into cutscenes and then people don't talk. And it was this man.
Kind of mean.
Yeah, I think that was the mission in the original as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that I did not know about. It's been a while since I watched, like, I don't know.
Wait, won't the
Does all missions do this, or do they have new stuff else?
The last time I ran all missions was like 10 years ago. So.
Right. But surely if that was a strat 10 years ago, then you would just run it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we should get on all of those.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much. while I have you here, English, Ben, do you have things to read? Since there's not that much going on right now.
Of course. Yeah, so we are moving on to the online portion after this run finishes, and we have some more Vice City for you. So if you looked at this and you're like, I'm not a big fan of Switch D, then you can watch the normal Vice City because Kenshi will be here doing 80% no SSU on OG Vice City PC release. And then later on we have round 3 of the GTA 3 All-Stars tournament. So we'll be seeing the final 2 finalists after that. The final for that will be tomorrow evening, so put that in the calendar if you're interested. Then we were going to do a Titan Slice all hidden packages yesterday, but Josh's USB dongle broke, so we couldn't stream. And then, so I'm going to put it in after the GTA 3 Saints tournament. So it was supposed to be no SSU, GTA 3, and then VCS, and then we'll be finished. But we're going to put Momo in before VCS. So now it's going to be no SSU, GTA 3 tournament, all hidden packages Titan price, extra run with Momo in, and then we'll do VCS at the end. So extra content for all you online enjoyers this evening. I hope you enjoy it. Shout out to Oxy for staying up 2 hours later than usual, and then a time shift later on.
Sounds good to me. Thank you very much, Ben. And yeah, we are in a situation where we need to deliver this man back to the cafe. The drive here actually went okay. The bit where we actually get the van out did not go well. I lost a lot of tires there.
Was that 4?
3 or 4, I would say. My PB actually loses 0 tires in this, which makes this mission that is near the tail end of the run one where I always lose a lot of time compared to PB. Oh yeah, coming up with naval engagement. That's another tough shootout involving boats. And after that, we are nearly done with doing normal missions. As in, the next split I have after naval engagement is Capture Collector. So stay tuned to see how that works out. I'm still not spoiling it. What even is Capture Collector? Well, if you know the game, Capture Collector is the penultimate mission. Yes. Casey Frew did that as a joke. I do it because I have to, because the cutscene is out to 8. There's another example of that happening. And yeah, we're going to switch to the big gun again. This is the M16 that I have left in my pack. It's very useful in critical situations, but the ammo is very limited. So I have to be really where exactly I'm using it.
Yeah, 100 off
Correct. There are like things you can do with rampages. There is like strats you can do with rampages to receive information through the infinite ammo. I don't do it. I really have to make sure that I kill a guy with a sawed-off shotgun without recording. This guy, if he is not dead, I buy that every time, 100% without fail. But like, the 101 HP I have right now is not enough to live that again. And yeah, this Admiral is a very convenient spawn right now because the objective after that shootout we just did is to go home. So having a static vehicle spawn here is nice. However, I am taking a small detour. I'm going to drive by the release station and hope that one of the parts of the release cars that is unlocked. If it is, I'll have to think of something later. Cheetah is unfortunately something I thought about earlier today, but it's not an option for me. However, never lost everything. Anytime I know what to feel, I just release people. Call that a bomb.
Yeah, the percentages look pretty okay, I think. Definitely you will get one of these.
Unless your name's English better.
Yeah.
And yeah, that concludes naval engagement, and that also concludes the normal stuff of the run. So, let me think about this. How do I explain it? There is the way the mission control, or the way this game controls whether it allows you to like start out missions or exit God, first time. So what I just tried to do was gently convince the video game to let me start both Rampage and Vigilante at the same time. Which is not a thing you're supposed to be able to do. However, if you park your car correctly and you spam hard enough and you believe in your heart of hearts, then the game lets you do it. What that allows me to do is it allows me to cancel Vigilante so that I don't have to start Vigilante and it would be like a free roll, which is what happened there. From there, I was able to start the next mission, Trojan. So if you can look at the top right, there is a rampage timer ticking, which means we are currently on a rampage. And we also just entered a mission marker, which means we're doing a normal mission.
Okay.
These are two things you're not supposed to be able to do at the same time. That's a glitchy thing.
Yeah, you lost me about 30 seconds ago.
Damn it! I'm only like halfway through with the explanation that we need to get here. But yeah, so that is something that is most recommended actually sets up the Zero Rampage a couple missions earlier. However, that puts you in, that puts like your route in a certain time frame because you have to carry the rampage over by like having them end in certain missions to carry them over. But this doesn't apply to me. Basically, I do this the moment I have to and no bonus. So in 20-something seconds, the rampage will end. Do you know what that means? It means and a free report, I can receive phone calls. And I receive a phone call, receive a voice call, any voice the mission voice and the game gets rid of you. And I just wait for the time says 5, I write it again, and I wait for the subtitles to disappear.
Oh, okay.
About 30 minutes.
So this dude was about to say, okay, in you go, however I interrupted him with a phone call. That was very rude of me, but unfortunately it was necessary for the role. What that has accomplished is it has stuck the mission script. With a stuck mission script, I am allowed to drive away here. This is one of the few missions in the game that actually cares about me being close to it. So if I didn't stick this mission properly, I would have failed. With that mission running, I will buy a property, which is another thing you can do while you're in free roam. Just gonna go back here. That's okay. I need to make sure to cancel that phone call early, otherwise the mission unsticks. I have bought a property, and I have completed Captain Collector, which is what happens when you do Trojan Movie plus school mission. That's actually really tricky, and I'm very glad I got that.
You can tell that this game first came out in 2002 because that property was only $1,000.
Also check out this window that I totally didn't break. Ah,
15 minutes.
yeah, that property only cost
I think it was worth
$1,000,
it.
well, it plays in 1986, I think.
15 minutes.
But you go twice because we got a return, so yeah.
And yeah, we have now skipped straight past. So if you've played this game before, there's like a huge non-linear section where you are meant to take over individual properties of your choosing and build like your dragon empire and stuff. We haven't done any of that. We've in fact skipped past the start of the game actually caring about us doing that. What you're supposed to do is at some point you're supposed to kill Diaz and then take over his mansion.
I like that one.
However, we just don't.
Yeah. They need
there's a Wendy's
to set
next to
assets
it.
and
Oh, yeah.
follow
Also,
to the ground. Things on
Get both.
I've navigated into this mansion
Go in the
by
KFC with a Wendy's.
clipping through the door. That is just a
That's
single unit scale, it's not even a specially large room. And now I've answered the phone call that unlocks Keep Your Friends Close, and this is the final mission of the game. I always find it, Tommy! I always find it funny that the subtitle, I just wanted to piss you off before I kill you, appears before the Tommy. It's like, yeah, I would also be pissed off if you just said that to me as I walked in the door. But yeah, I did take a look at the time of day. It was 59 when the mission started. That is relevant because a minute after this mission starts, Lance will spawn. Then I'm on the wrong button. There we go. Then we need to kill Lance. Then a minute after that. You remember Lance?
Yeah.
You remember Lance?
Yeah.
He was the guy who said, "Oh, around the action, I see it," and I kicked him in the face.
Yeah, now he thinks so, that's fine.
Yes, that is why he now betrays us in this match that we've rented for the day.
Yeah, Niels is not playing both or something. We'll just go to the quick thing.
Exactly. And so, what did I say, 59?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Fuck, that'd be good for you to get it a couple seconds out.
well, I lose time. It's a big deal to
If you
me.
do it late, yes. If you go early, so get the dice for
I really get the quick here or not.
Man, fucking Viking is fucking
Excellent. You know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna show something to you guys. This is actually really dangerous and stupid, but I'm going for it anyway. Fuck it. If I hadn't killed Lars early, I would have had to chase into the roof, which is a problem because of this. The roof is locked. It's not the end of the run if that happens. I can shoot through the wall by positioning myself carefully, but not having to do that is still nice.
a bit extra into the exterior as well.
If I remember correctly,
You know what it is like with
the
Airbnbs.
background
Like,
timer
no,
for
you
when
can't go
Sunny
through that door. That's a really
spawns
fun
is,
thing.
it always happens, like,
Yeah,
regardless if
the
you
time's
kill
about to strike 59 again, so
so
I'm
if you
getting
kill
in position
Lance,
for
and
the
then
end
the
of
timer
the
runs
game.
out, you immediately go straight
Time,
to
sure,
center.
you know,
I'm not
it's
sure.
There's no
exactly
two
what
independent
happens.
times, just one big
right.
time.
Oh, okay.
You don't get it, do you? My own time. They got 15 years to spend. Get up, boys.
Time. And that does it. That is the definitive edition. Quite a different any percent round from what the original does. And yeah, that is it from me. If you like what I just did here, you can check me out twitch.tv/HalloTonAmber. I do this game, I also do
this
San
on the
Andreas,
box, which is
sometimes I
what
just do
I
random stuff.
Which was concerning, but it's fine because this is open, so they've just reused
Warrior,
the box. Because it's like, if Seed is broken, do not take
yeah, that is
delivery.
it from me.
That's-
Do you guys have any
Yeah,
last
but
words?
that's from Wizards of the Coast to the distributor. They've just recycled a box. I know what they've done, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I suppose
Surely.
So I'll open
send
it
it off to
actually.
English man. Thank you once again so much for having me, and have fun with the online section, guys. I'll see you in chat. Bye.
Yeah, great job, Paladin. One more donation here quickly before we go. 10 more from 2D saying, anyone else is hungry? I could go for a pizza. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and get some dinner right now because I'm starving, 2D.
Yeah, I think most people are doing too.
Yeah, we're all going to go and get some food. But yeah, as I say, stick around because we've got lots more online stuff this evening, starting with Kenshi doing 80% no as a shoe. The setup might take a little bit longer, as obviously we're coming out of this physical venue and going on to the online portion. But stay tuned, we'll be there very soon. See you in a bit.
Stop your recording, amazing.